over 20 PDP state chairmen threw their weight behind Senator Herman Makarufi-led caretaker committee. As Senator Limadu Sharif insists he remains the authentic chairman of the party. Now on bail, Senate presiding officers appear before the FCT High Court over alleged forgery of the Senate standing rules. What becomes of the business of the lawmaking? The Senate President speaks after today's hearing, and that's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. I'm Sean Kimalo, and this is Politics Today, live from our global headquarters in Lagos. Let's begin tonight with some interesting political stories. Well, tilting towards the courts. Well, let's begin in Abia State, where the Federal High Court, sitting in Abuja, has annulled the election of Governor Okezie Ikpeazu of Abia State. The court also ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission to issue a certificate of return to Samson Oga, a member of the People's Democratic Party, who contested the governorship ticket with the governor. The court held that Mr. Ikpeazu was guilty of tax evasion and was therefore unqualified to have contested the 2015 governorship election in the state. The court also ordered the governor to vacate office immediately. In the meantime, the government of Abia State said it will appeal the judgment of the Abuja High Court. The chief press secretary to the governor, Eyinaya Apollos, told Channel Television today in Umuahia, the state capital, that the governor has always been a government official and his tax has always been deducted from the source. The CPS, that is the chief press secretary to the governor, said there is no need for Abians to panic and that Ikpeazu remains the governor of the state.
The case in court is that the governor, that the tax receipt which the governor submitted to INEC before the election was forged. Some of you who are conversant with the governor and his activities in the recent days will agree and understand that since he left the university, he has been in the state government. The governor served the state as the general manager of the Abia State Integrated Passenger Scheme, as SPINS. From there, he left and was appointed the first deputy general manager of ASEPA in charge of Aba and Indara. He was in that office until October 2014 when he resigned to contest the PDP primaries. You know that as an appointee of government, even before his salary is paid, his tax is being deducted at top as source by the state government. So he has no need whatsoever to force any tax receipt. So that's the case, and that's our own fact. The governor remains in office as governor of the state, and he has also instructed his lawyers to appeal the ruling of the courts as we have it today. That so far is the matter, and he has asked all Abians not to panic because he remains their governor. And as you know, this is not the end of the matter. There are appellate courts where he is going to appeal the matter.
The chief press secretary to Abia State Governor talking to us on the state of things. Well, he's talking to his lawyers. That's the information that we have. That's one of the stories that is coming in right here on Channels Television. But we'll take a moment to look at some of the other top political stories that are coming in right here, right now.
Political roundup on Channels Television. Yeah, on your top political stories this time.
Presiding officers of the Nigerian Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki and his deputy, Ike Ekweremadu, today appeared before the FCT High Court in Abuja as the hearing in the suit instituted against them commenced. The Senate President and his deputy are being tried on alleged criminal conspiracy and forgery of the Senate Standing Rules 2015. Dr. Saraki and Mr. Ekweremadu are being arraigned alongside a former clerk of the National Assembly, Mr. Salisu Maikasua, and his deputy, Mr. Benedict Efeturi. All the accused persons entered a not guilty plea to the first count charge of criminal conspiracy and the second count charge of forgery.
I did not oppose bail for the third defendant, that is the Senate President, and I gave my reason to the court that we don't intend to disturb the conduct of the legislative business on the floor of the Senate.
The Administration of Criminal Justice Act is very, very clear. It makes bail very liberal, except if there are reasons why you feel that bail should not be granted.
And a pro-Fayose protest took the streets of Ado-Ekiti, the capital of Ekiti State, less than a week after some civil rights groups staged an anti-Fayose protest in what they say is the governor's high-handedness. Last week, Governor Fayose's bank account was frozen by the EFCC over issues relating to alleged fraud. The agency says it is investigating. Today, this set of protesters, mostly students in the state, believe the governor is being unfairly treated.
Our governor, Governor Fayose, you can see what the federal government is using as a script to intimidate the governor, just as they did in 2006, and plunge the whole state into confusion.
And the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, is working hard to get as many people registered ahead of the forthcoming elections. The commission at a forum today is looking in the way of improved efforts in social media campaign.
How can we use the social media to reach out to Nigerians? Because as at now, officially, not less than 79 million Nigerians use the internet daily.
And you're up to date. Those are your top political stories you need to know.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Let's begin our ride tonight with a conversation around the situation in the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, and its leadership. The contest for the soul of the party continues as Senator McCarthy and Senator Sheriff Combs engage in both verbal and political battles to see that they win the party to themselves. As Senator McCarthy is organizing a governorship primaries in Edo State, Senator Sheriff too is planning his own, well, bringing much tension to the party in the state. Let me tell you that after that primaries that we saw over a week now, where Mr. Zage Iziyamu emerged as the PDP candidate, there is another one being planned by Senator Alimodu Sheriff. And from that camp, a lawmaker, federal lawmaker, speak the form. Let me quickly show you this man whom speak the form, and of course the party in the state, the PDP in Edo State, led by Chief Beno, has come out to say they will be penalized because they are aligning themselves with Senator Alimodu Sheriff. The man has speak the form, the federal lawmaker in Edo State has speak the form. One of perhaps the three people that Senator Alimodu Sheriff said has picked the form. This has generated a lot of controversy in the state. Let's quickly hear from that lawmaker the reasons behind him picking the form from the Senator Alimodu Sheriff camp.
This is my nomination form from the greatest party, PDP, and I believe with this nomination, after, by God's grace, winning the primary, I definitely will be your governor come September 10, 2016, by the grace of God. I'm not going to be or join hands with others who want to break the law. I've said it over and over again. I am a lawmaker, I am not a lawbreaker. This is a judgment. This is a judgment. Court judgment. By competent court. Giving judgment about the primary that took place in Edo, that their candidate should not be accepted by INEC. This is the judgment. So, I must adhere to the rule of law until they are able to go to court to prove beyond reasonable doubt that it can be set aside. Until then, this court judgment stands.
Court judgment, court order has put the PDP in the balance in the scheme of things in Edo politics and, of course, nationally also. We dig deeper into this matter when we return from this break. Stay with us.